What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of JD Plays Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles, the expert mode mod pack. Having all the fun in the world, making good progression through our Tier 1 quest line. We're going to continue on with that today, as well as knock out some other quests. We will see how that goes. Should be fun. As always, if you find yourself enjoying the video and you like it, that like button. If you'd like to see more like it, click the subscribe button. If you want notifications of when I'm posting content, click the bell icon, and remember I live stream all of this content Twitch TV/JD77. Come and hang out, come and see me. Let's get this going. All right, so when we last left, we had a little bit of machinery. I've continued to expand this little bit of machinery. I've added some additional solar panels. I've moved some stuff around. We've got a little power, backfilled into this coal generator. We've got 2 different batteries fully charged. I've added a hopper onto my compactor and a chest so that as I make plates and stuff, they can come in here and go out here. Okay. We've done some rustic potions and stuff like that. I've gathered up some additional rustic stuff right out here. So that's bueno. I found a new one a minute ago in a dungeon, actually, core root. So I started growing some of that. Now, just as a pro tip, the rustic stuff, if broken with fortune, can yield you a positive return. So you can actually farm this stuff and keep growing more and more of it for your rustic alchemy, which is pretty cool. Okay, anything else new outside of the base? Let's take a look. I went ahead and got some canola seeds, and we got hemp and all that. I don't remember if I showed that last time, but I went and got that from my old base. So here's the hemp growing. Here's the canola. Turns out I had a hemp and a canola seed sitting right back in here that I forgot about. Oh well, it was worth the adventure. I got a bunch of charcoal sitting back here ready to go in the form of wood piles. I haven't lit them up yet. We'll do that later. And I think that's about it for the moment. I don't think there's much more out here that I've done. So let's head inside. Oh, I went ahead and made veggie bait. This is the result of 32 veggie bait in these 2 things. So that's cool. And I rearranged the base some. I took the alloy kiln, the blast furnace, and the coke oven out of here. I've since moved these into this room. So there's the coke oven, there's the alloy kiln, and there's the blast furnace. I've kind of started shoring up and making these rooms a bit smaller, and I have redone this room using these inverted light blue lamps and filled this room up with lovely inferium seeds for our harvesting pleasure, which I'm all about. And we'll talk more about this later, but yep, I'm definitely trying to get my stock of inferium going sky high, so that's great. I've been doing a lot of mining in my spare time. Yep, feels good. And yeah, that leads us to where we are right now. So the first thing we're going to talk about is what is on these smaller crafting tables, okay? So like I said, I want to work on the main quest line, but before we get too far to that, I do want to touch this mystical agriculture quest line for a minute, okay? So the next quest line that I have there in mystical agriculture is making these base crafting seeds. And all you need for this is a seed with some prosperity shards around it, which we have right here. So we're going to make a few of these. I'm going to make 4. Okay, and then from there, that should advance us, right, to making a bunch of new stuff. Next thing would be some T1 inferium seeds. We've already got T1 inferium seeds, okay? That's how we're able to grow all that inferium back there. But just for the sake of the quest, I'll go ahead and make another one. Why not? Bam, T1 inferium seed. Okay, that'll advance us again. Now, that's going to lead us to our infusion crystal. And the infusion crystal is a big deal because we use this to start upgrading our way through mystical agriculture. This is kind of the key to really going deep in mystical agriculture. And to do this, we're going to need a mana diamond. Well, we throw the diamond in the mana pool, no big deal. Some base essence ingots. That's just an ingot with some prosperity shards around it. An inferium essence block. Well, that's just not inferium, no big deal. So I've got all that stuff set out right here and ready to go. So let's go ahead and pick this guy up. That gives us our first infusion. Well, that's awesome. So what it wants us to do now is, it's like, hey, you've done that, great. Why don't you make some prudentium, which is the next tier, right? Okay, we can do this. So prudentium. So, oh, wait. I'm doing it wrong. It's 4. It's 4. I always forget about this. 4 of them in there, and you'll get 1 back. We'll balance the grid. We'll make a bunch. Okay, we made 10 of them. Fantastic. All right, now this has durability. It's 1 for 1. Okay, so it's not exactly the cheapest thing in the world, but that should give me some prudentium. Nice. And just like with the base level, the Inferium, we can get Prudentium ingots, we can make Prudentium blocks. I've gone ahead and upgraded some of my storage drawers down here to reflect this. So now I'm using these 2x compactors instead of the 3x compactors, just to get a little bit better space. I'm not exactly sure how that got put in there or that. I'm a little confused as to where a lot of this stuff is coming from. Okay, we'll clean this. Oh, I see. When I was readjusting my shelves, I didn't lock them all. So this is perfect time to teach you guys a neat little trick. I may have showed this before, I don't remember. But instead of going through and individually locking and unlocking stuff, if everything's on a network, you can just do it to the main one right here. And this locks all of them in one go. Same thing with displaying quantities. You can turn all of them off and on from right here. So, nice little trick. Now everything's locked. Things shouldn't start popping in places they shouldn't. Even though I'm sure that I'm going to find more stuff later. I'm going to be like, why is that there? Whatever. All right. Oh, the main reason we went down here. So as you can see, we've already got some Prudentium blocks. You know, we've got the Intermedium right here, and we've got a little bit of Superium right there. This is just stuff we found from loot chests as we've gone along. That's pretty cool. Go ahead and toss this guy in here and let this cook up. All right. This stuff goes in the cooking box. Go. So with this Prudentium, what we want to do now is let's upgrade the Inferium seeds to tier 2 Inferium seeds. What's the advantage? Well, the basic advantage is that with Inferium seeds being tier 2, instead of producing 1 Inferium each, they produce 2 Inferium each. And that may not seem like a lot, but when you get a whole field of them, well, now you're doubling your output, right? That's a big deal to me. I've already made 1 here, so that gives me 2 of them. And what I'll probably do is end up slowly upgrading my field, right? And just taking them all the way through up to tiers. The maximum tier is tier 6, meaning you'll get 6 per growth cycle, okay? So let's go back here. And that's going to take us way over here to trying to get Intermedium Essence. And then we will go for tier 3 and the Intermedium Furnace and the Prudentium Furnace and the Prudentium Coal. Fun stuff, okay? Before we go down that whole route, let's look at a mystical feather. We need to make some mystical sticks and some mystical feathers. Okay, well, I think I've got some sticks, right? Yep, there's 2 sticks. And let's grab some feathers. I've already actually got 1 feather up here. And let's grab some shards. How many did I grab just now? 15. We'll grab 1 more. I think this works in orders of 8 on this one. Yeah, we'll need at least a little bit more, actually. All right, so we're just going to spread these out, and that's going to go back in the middle. That gives me my 2 feathers, and then there's what? Oh, wait, maybe not. Maybe I'm safe. Oh, yeah, I did it right. Dude, nice. So that gives us mystical sticks and mystical feathers used to craft various arrows. We go back, we can now make an Inferium arrowhead. Pretty easy. And that's going to lead us down the line of making Inferium arrows. I'm not going to go too deep into that. Just going to kind of start it off. I'll probably make some of these offline, just to give you guys a heads up. All right, next thing I want to look at, though, is the crafting seeds. Okay, so we want to make a crafting seed. This takes... Oh, wait, we've already made these. Base crafting seeds. We want to make these into something a little different, actually. If I can stop being silly. Need more of this. Okay, pretty sure the recipe I'm wanting to do is like this, and that's going to make us a tier 1 crafting seed. Now these base crafting seeds, this is all they're good for. You can put them into a bioreactor to produce fuel, but all they're really used for is making these tier 1 crafting seeds. And this is going to be kind of the basis for a lot of the progression through mystical agriculture. So now that we have those, it's going to open up and let us see, okay, we can make ice seeds. We can make nature seeds. This is going to allow us to get nature's essence and ice essence. We can also come over here and get our first Solium dagger and start getting zombie seeds. This is where we start getting the ability to get mob chunks and growing various mob components. Get a Solium dagger. We need Solium ingots. To get Solium ingots, we want Solium dust. To get Solium dust, we take soul dust, combine it with Prudentium essence, and get Solium dust. How do we get soul dust? Well, soul stone, we cook it and get soul dust. Remember, we've used this before. So we can go that route to get to a Solium dagger. Now to do that, we will need to do also the T2 crafting seeds quest. Actually, we don't. We need this to get to the T2 crafting seeds. And this page is going to get huge with all the various crops we're going to get. I don't want to deep dive any further than I have so far. Just know we're going to be getting started into mystical agriculture. It's one of my favorite mods. I like it a lot. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. For now, I'm just going to set all this stuff aside in here. And we'll come back to all this a bit later. All right. You know, my love. And with that back in and that back in. Okay. So that gets me kind of through what I wanted to do with the beginning of mystical agriculture. I may do some of this stuff offline, and then I'll just bring you guys up to speed with what I've done, because a lot of it's kind of tedious upgrading, and yeah, not gonna make you guys follow me through all of that. All right, next thing that I want to look at is back to the T1 quest lines. Now, some of these quests have completed already that I haven't shown you, right? So I told you guys I went and got the industrial hemp seeds. It's just going to automatically complete that whenever you pick them up. It's done. We get a random chicken for that. Okay. Well, I'm going to go put this chicken in my farm. And I may go ahead and put my cow out there as well. I haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking that's a good idea. So we're getting ready to go ahead and probably start Animania soon. I've kind of neglected that mod in favor of doing other things, but we've just been having so much fun. So let's go ahead and open my little... I've got some seeds on the ground and I've got some straw. Straw is really easy to make. You just take the artisan's knife and cut up some wheat or rice or whatever, and you'll get straw. I've got straw down on the ground. I've got seeds. The chickens will eat the seeds. I think the cows might eat the straw. I don't know. But we got an Orpington rooster. I think this other thing I have is a rooster, right? Yeah, I got 2 roosters. How about we get out of the water there, chickadee? Anyways, so no luck on a hen yet. Maybe we'll find some of those later. Okay. I did plant a couple of these red orchids on this redstone blocks. We'll talk about that a bit later. They're pretty. In case you saw those and were like, oh, what's that, JD? Okay. So that takes care of hemp seeds. From there, it wants me to get a whole bunch of clay, some sandstone, and some black iron ingots. Well, the black iron ingots are not difficult, but you're going to need a lot of dye. So good old JD figured out, hey, I'll just go hunt squiddies using my shuriken. And in about 10 minutes time, I was able to gather up a whole lot of black dye. So we need like 28 of these. And I also found a good spot for me to farm guardians. It's pretty cool. I'll have to show you guys sometime. Pretty stoked about it. But 28 of these. So we'll just pop these up here. And with it, and that gives us black iron ingots. Okay, that's done. And then I think I have a whole bunch of sandstone sitting right here. And then the clay I've already picked up as I've mined, so that completes this. Before we start collecting creosote oil, you have to build a coke oven. Well, guess what, guys? We've already built a coke oven, right? So that's what this is steering us towards, is a coke oven. Now it's like, hey, make 112 bricks. So this is basically going to make me make a second coke oven. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to make 112 bricks for nothing. I'm going to have to find things to use these bricks on. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these bricks, but I will find ways to use them that will not be on a coke oven. So I'm going to do that later, but all that's leading us to is the coke oven, which we've already done. So just know that this and this will get completed at a later time by yours truly. Okay, in the meantime, we're going to put this away. I'm not sure why it made me make the black iron. Oh, because you need those for the coke bricks. That's right. I remember now. We'll find another use for those. Fantastic. Okay. Next things. I wanted to continue on with this elixir of speed, right? Elixir of speed took a wind thistle and a magic compound. We need to make another magic compound. I've been doing it with mushrooms, so let's get some water to start. Boop, 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 boop. There's me some water. Okay, and then do I have mushrooms in here? I've got them out in the hallway if I need to go get them. Block of iron. We'll just put this. Okay, that's it. I should have 1, 2, and a vial. And is that it? I think that might be it, actually. What is that? An ocelot spawn? How did I get that? I don't remember getting that. That's pretty cool, though. Alright, so we got that guy, this guy, and these guys. And that gives us the magical potion compound. Or whatever it is, magic compound. Alright, so we're just going to bring this dude over here. Put it in here. We still got some water and some swift thistle. It's going to cook us up real quick and make a potion of swiftness. While that's going on, I killed some dragons, actually. I killed some dragons and I got some scales. Right here, I killed a red dragon and I killed a green dragon. So far, I'm 2 for 2 on killing dragons. That was pretty awesome. I'll have to kill some on camera sometime because that was fun. Not hard. My shuriken's pretty stupid powerful. But yeah. There's our elixir of speed. So now it wants me to make a copper reinforced bow. This is actually pretty cheap to make it. I've already got one. I don't know if it's going to count it because it's got some damage on it. But right here, I made one of these a while back. Does this count? No. You're going to make me make another one. Okay. Can I use this for anything? Wait, I can melt it? Oh, I can. Will it let me melt a damaged one? Please let me melt. Oh, hate you. And you can't repair it. That's what sucks. Like, if I could repair it and just take a copper ingot and put it back on the anvil, I would repair it. But I can't. At least I don't think I can. Maybe if, like, I get to an advanced repairer later or something, I can. Let's see. Hold on. Just a test. Let's go ahead and grab 2 of these in case I have to make another one. That away. This and this. Oh, you can repair it! You can totally repair it. Nice. Does that count? Detect. No. Why does it... Wait. Why does it not count? Dumb. Alright, well, go melt it down. And in the meantime, I'll just make another one. It's fine. I'm not angry about this. Okay, stick, string. You can do it. Let's use the bone. Think my string is in here? Yes. Oop. Yep, there's a thing. So, yep. Okay, cool. We get 2 more random chickens. I'm not going to claim that yet, but those are going to go in the pen with the rest of them. Okay. So now it wants me to make some arrows. Get 12 of them. Hey, arrows. Yeah. Done. Alright. And that leads me to, really? Mushrooms? I just use mushrooms. Alright, that's fine. We got a hallway where the mushrooms grow. Where the red shrooms grow. Look. 1, 2. Do I have more reds up here? I do. 3. Can I have those mushrooms? Thank you. Okay, you can put them back now. Okay, that takes care of the mushrooms. Now it wants me to make a toxic mixture. What? Another magical compound. And any of these things along with an empty cell. Do I have any empty cells? I don't know. I've been using my empty cells up quite rapidly. I know what we can do. Can we pour out a lava? Yes, that works. Okay, so now we want to take our red mushrooms. Oop. Our magical compound, whatever. Put them in here together. These 3, this one, and this one. Get a toxic mixture. Done. Alright. So we're just trucking right along to liquid poison. Gotta cook it. As usual with these crazy cell concoctions. Look at all those. Tasty. I love bulls. Alright, and that's going to let me make some arrows, it looks like. Alright, cool. So I've got all kinds of things kind of stationed around the base for crafting, and I think one of them, yep, here's where we're going to do our upgraded watering can, because that's what this quest is. Right here. Let's go ahead and upgrade this guy. It's just some Invar plates with a piece of silicone and some bone. And it's going to take us from a 3x3 watering area that holds 4 buckets to a 12 bucket 5x5 watering area. Huzzah! That finishes that. Nice. I'm gonna kind of like put this back here for right now because I'm not really using it at the moment. All right. I haven't messed with this or this. I don't know that I'm gonna mess with this. We already know what's going on here. So let's run back over here and get our poison out. Thanks, friend. That's done. Yep. Okay, and now it wants me to make 8 poison arrows. The recipe is, okay, you get, all right, cool, we can do this. We just need to get some arrows real quick out of here. Okay, put that, wrap it around, 8 poison arrows. Done. And these are all main storyline quests, or main quests that we need. All right, now it wants me to make a brewing stand. Man, this thing is getting needy in terms of all the things that it wants me to do. But guess what? I am up to the challenge, boys. And girls. Don't discriminate. I love you all. Bam. Brewing stand complete. Alright, bam. Back. I don't lose them, because I will lose them. Alright, perfect. Brewing stand's done. Alright, we're done there. Yeah. Okay, next thing. Next thing I want to talk about. All right, let's talk about these things up here. It says I've already done these, okay? Rustonia crystals, well, we find those in chests a lot, right? Same thing, Inori blocks, we find those in chests a lot. So what we can do is if we take a block of iron, you can do this with individual iron ingots as well. Same thing if we take a single redstone or a block of redstone, okay? And we throw these things out over here with our atomic reconstructor. I'm going to put this out, and I'm going to put this out, and then I'm going to hit the button. Boop. Well, the redstone kind of gimped me. Where did it go? In here. Look at all this that I've got. Here, we'll just throw all of this out. Watch this. So that may be a block of Inori crystal. So iron converts to Inori, and redstone, of course, converts to Rustonia. So now I've got a whole bunch of Rustonia. And you can break these down and get, you know, the individual crystals that you need. Okay, so that takes care of these two. Now to get this one, it's obviously Palace is Lapis. We've already got them. We found those out in some, you know, chests out in the world. So we'll just pick those up and we'll get credit for that one. Sure. Okay, cool. Toss that aside. And then this is a diamond. So diamantine. I think we only need one of these. So let's go ahead and make it right quick. Bam. Hit the button, there we go. And we got some diamantine. And that covers that one. Alright. And that leads us to the leaf eating generator, which I'm not going to do right now. We have the heat collector, which I'm not going to do right now. Small storage drawers, well, I've got those all over the base. So at some point, I just need to pick one of those up and it'll give me credit, right? The other things that have been unlocked that I've been waiting to do are starting to come up right here. Okay, these are the really cool ones. So the crusher. Now I'm not necessarily prepared to make a crusher, but oh, I can't wait. The crusher turns every ore, ingot, and gem into its corresponding dust using RF, Fe, or CF. When you put it in ores, however, they will yield 2 pieces of dust. So that's our first, you know, besides the smeltery, truly automated ore doubler. The other thing was the steam dynamo, okay? And the steam dynamo, well, I've got this thing ready to go, okay? I think it's right here. Nope, that's something else. Right here. Here's our steam dynamo. So this is just copper plates, copper ingots, iron ingots, silicone, and a redstone transmission coil. Cooling, bucket, this, bam, dynamo. This is just yet another form of power creation for us. Okay, I could try to find a spot to plug this in. Technically, I could probably plug it in right there. But you will want the head of this to be facing, you know, whatever direction you're trying to provide power. So for that, we might want to get a wrench. But not a huge thing. I'm not worried about fixing it just yet. Behind that, it's going to ask us to go ahead and make a motor. Okay, a motor is not very difficult to make. I've got it set up right here. It just takes a gear, some stone, some redstone, and some copper cells. Coils. So we made the motor. Yay. And that's going to open us up to saw blades. And this is leading us towards a sawmill. Saw blades, copper, iron. We can knock that out, no problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. And this. Pop this in. It's very similar to the chain recipe. And there's a saw blade. How many did it want? 2? Oh, it stole one of my... Bam, saw blade. All right, done. And that's gonna go some cleaning tubes. And oh, is this taking us to Steve's carts? Nice. And there's our pulverizer. Here's the squeezer. Oh, we're getting into some of my favorite machines. Okay, I'm very happy about this. We're going to take this stuff and we're going to set it aside. This is all going to get used soon. So I'm just going to put this in here for now. I'm going to need it, but I'm not quite ready to use it just yet. Okay. Now you saw in here that I had another recipe done up. This is the recipe for a growth accelerator. Fertile soil, compressed stone, blocks of inferium, and diamonds. And what this does is this makes any crop that you're growing grow faster. It increases the number of ticks. The beautiful thing about this, though, is that these things are stackable. What do I mean by that? Well, I'll show you. If I drop right here, I put this guy underneath, this plant is going to start to grow significantly faster than those around it. Now, I don't know how much faster, but it's already started growing. Great. Here, we'll harvest this guy as well. And this is a tier 2, right? So it's already producing double my normal amount. We're going to increase it even further, though. So if I put another one under it, these are additive. They're either additive or multiplicative, but I think additive. So it's going to make it grow even faster. So the idea is that the more of these we can craft, the faster I can start growing these crops. And the further I can get the tier on these things up, it's at 28%. This one hasn't even hit 14%. So this is just another way to increase our farming yields. And I'm going to be making more of those to get this thing growing faster and faster and faster. Okay. That's not necessarily, we're not in a quest to do that yet. It's just something I wanted to do because we're about to start using our crops a lot more. The next thing I want to look at is we got the canola. Okay, I went and got some canola seed. And we should be set up to make a canola press. Canola press takes some Inori plates. Just take those Inori crystals that we just, made. Smash them. Take some stone. Copper gears. We know how to make pistons. We know how to get canola. We know how to get red alloy. The only new thing here are these basic coils. Okay, and this is going to use the Inori crystals, the Restoni crystals we made, and something which is black quartz. All you need for black quartz is cook black quartz ore in the furnace. We'll take 2 of these guys. Go. And I think maybe here. Yeah. That will give me a canola press. Boom. The canola press will create canola oil from canola at the cost of energy. It will convert 1 canola into 80 microbuckets of canola oil. Okay. I'm okay with that. Let's actually steal this guy. Let's put this canola press down right here. And let's put this... why you want to be like this? Do this the easy way. There you go. So now, if I give this guy a bucket of water and something to burn... And it can hold more than 1 bucket of water, in case you didn't notice. So we can come over here. More in there. Right? Oops. And now we can put a block of charcoal in here. And it tells you, I'm going to make 160,000 RF if you put me in there. Cool. So it will light up. It will start to consume the water. And it will create steam. And as it does, it is pumping RF into this. Right? And so if we take that... and we steal some canola, which I think just went into my farming pack. We can now drop this in here. It's going to consume a little bit of this, and we're going to start producing canola oil. Awesome. Okay, so the next step is, hey, canola oil can be used in an oil generator. It displays the amount of power it generates in its GUI. However, it can be upgraded further to yield more power than that. If you break the oil generator, it will keep the liquid inside. Okay, so this is a very similar recipe. We got the Inori plates, this time some tin plates. Another basic coil. This time we need a basic control, basic circuit, which we've made before. A bucket. Yeah, we should have all of this stuff ready to go already, though. So I think I've got it right here. Bam, oil generator ready. So if we take this guy, let's put him right maybe here. Okay, so this thing is pulling oil out of the canola press and turning that into power. So at this point, I don't even need this guy to sit here and run. I can move him wherever I want because this is a self-powering system. As long as I put canola in here, it's going to make oil. As long as it makes oil, this thing can burn the oil. It's going to make power. That's excellent. We've got a loop, a power loop. Okay. This will lead us on to now making fermenting barrels. For starters, you can use a fermenting barrel to convert the canola oil into refined canola oil. It will generate 120 energy per tick in the oil generator, but it can be further refined into crystallized oil, which produces 280 energy. So this is just getting better and better at using this. Here's crystallized canola seeds, more stuff that we're going to get into. So I think we've covered quite a massive amount of ground. But let's take a look real quick. I want to not be lying to you about how much I just covered time-wise. But I think I'm either at or over the 30-minute mark. Look. Yeah, we're right at it. Awesome. So we got a lot done. I'm very happy about that. We started some mystical agriculture. We've got a lot done in the Tier 1 quest lines. We're starting to get power from multiple power sources. We're getting to where we're getting ready to make some of the more fun machines that I like, such as our crusher, our pulverizer, the squeezer. This is going to be taking me much closer to bees. Unfortunately, we're going to have to kind of backtrack here and get a machine that we've already got, such as life. That's what you get for, outpacing the quests. But yeah, things are going good. I'm very excited about this. I'm happy with where we are. So if we get here, we're going to get to the crusher and the powered furnace. Oh, nice. That's it, boys and girls. That's it from me. As always, if you liked it, like it. If you'd like to see more like it, click the subscribe button somewhere. If you want notifications, bell icon, and remember I live stream this content, Twitch TV/JDon77. I will see you boys and girls in the next one. Have a great day. Don't forget to check out the other content creators of this pack. Lens Manos is a good one. Shields likes to stream a lot. Check those dudes out. I'll see you guys next time. Later.